Ladies and gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. So, A24 has released the full trailer for the prequel to their hit film early this year called X. The prequel film is called Pearl. Now, for those of y'all who have not seen X, I recommend you see X because it's a really good horror film so that you can understand when you go see Pearl what's going on, what's happening. So let me give you some little bit of info about the film and what's going on. It says that set in World War One era Texas, Pearl explores the backstory of the elderly villains, also played by Goff, in surprisingly convincing old age makeup who stalked and killed the cast and crew of a homemade porno shooting at her ranch. Even in her old age, Pearl was insanely feisty, spry, and just plain evil. So it's no surprise that she's been just a wicked in her youth. The trailer opens with Pearl at her bedside, hands folded in prayer. Please, Lord, make me the biggest star in the world has ever known. She pleads to the heavens so that I make it far, far away from this place. Pearl is residing at her family's Brocco Ranch house, the same one where the massacre in X took place, where she cares for her catatonic father and stern mother. If only they would just die, she says to a suitor before a shot of her wheeling her father out to the nearby swamp, weighing the option to make him an alligator's breakfast. So, let me tell y'all this. When I saw X, I love X. It was a really good story. It was original. It paid a tribute to like those early 70 horror films. And the storyline is what really got me. So the story was about this in X. The story was about this group of amateur porn stars who goes to the ranch and want to make this big porn film that's gonna take their careers to the next level. But unfortunately, when they came across Pearl and her husband, that's when all hell broke loose. And then also they had a post credit scene. I'm sorry, that at the end of X, you saw like a little teaser trailer for Pearl, but now they have just dropped the full trailer of it. And I tell you guys that if you want to see a good story, a good horror, if you're a horror fan, you want to see a good horror fan. I mean, if you want to see a good horror film with a good story, I suggest you check this out. Even if you're not a horror fan and you want to see a good story that's going to keep your interest, definitely check this out. But before you see Pearl, you have to see X first. Now they said Pearl is scheduled to come out September 16th, if I'm not mistaken. That's when it's scheduled to drop, which is in another month. But before you go see that, like I said, definitely go check out X first because X is one of those films that, like I said, it's an A24 film. To just sum it all up. And if you are familiar with A24 films, you know what to expect. But if you're not familiar with A24 films, I suggest you check out a couple of films. Now, some of the films that A24 have done, which was Midsummer, they did The Witch, they did what else? Moonlight. So they got a couple of good films under their belt. And they style of how they do films is that they like to go to a whole nother route and go a whole nother level. So let's just say if somebody's making film and they wants to go right, A24 is like we're gonna go left, or let's just say we're not gonna go left, we're gonna go down the middle. So they each film that they do, it takes you in a different direction with the story, The cinematography is really great. Great. But overall, it just really just they films are really good. So when I found out that they did X, I definitely had to check this out. And now that they're doing Pearl, definitely gonna check this out. So I strongly recommend you guys that before you see Pearl, check out X first. You will not be disappointed. Let me know how you feel about this. Let me know how you feel about when you check out the trailer. What's your thoughts about the trailer? Check out X. Let me know what's your thoughts about that. And until then, holla at your boy.